to fish out those fake signals and help you to be accurate in your entries. This strategy is there for you. Once you have this strategy, one of the things it will help you to achieve is to help you to fish out those fake signals and help you to see the accurate signals that will permit you to enter and you close successfully. There are a few things to consider when you want to try this strategy. Number one, you have to consider the movement of the market. The lines can be complicating, but if you move your screen accurately, you will get the signals. That is where the signals is, so that if you don't manage it carefully, you will lose out. And this is not a time when people will be making a kind of mistake that they've been making before. This strategy is out for you to step in and come out successfully. Like what I'm about to show you now is a strategy that if you can stick to it, you will make huge profit. This is the strategy we shall be using to step into our challenge, 100 days to $1,000. We're going to be having a challenge of 100 days to make $100. I hope someone is ready for that. So follow this strategy, study this strategy, because I will be using it. We shall be using it to be taking the journey. These and other strategies. And remember that if you have not joined the Telegram group, that is where I'll be dropping the signals and the movement of the thing. So check on my description to join on the very Telegram group. The Telegram group, the description is on this video. Now, before I move on to explain this strategy, let me tell you or show you the indicators that are involved. Number one, the main chart. Remember that if you're a newbie, that this is where you will touch to add the ones you will have in your main chart, and also from there you will touch the ones that will open as indicators window 1 or window 2. All right, so the first one I'm using is moving average 21. That is the only thing I am using as the moving average, because I have other things that have a line of its own. Then I'm using Bollinger band. Then the Bollinger band I'm using is 22.00, shift to 0, apply to close, and P0, 3 P0. So these are the parameters I'm using in the Bollinger band. All right, so I'm using the stochastic oscillator. Please pay attention. For newbies, when you want to add this one, you touch to this place and look for this thing on the main chart. And look for it on the main chart. When you are scrolling, you look for stochastic oscillator. Once you see it, you touch it. It will not open in this place. It will not open here. It will open as a new indicator. Remember that once it's open as a new indicator, it will not open in a separate line. So the indicator is, the parameter is 20, K period is 20, D period is trend, slowing is trend, applied to price field is close. But sometimes people use low high. Low high is also good, but apply to use close so that I will see the full movement of the market. Then some also use exponential, but I prefer, some also use simple, but I prefer to use exponential so that I will work with it accurately. Now this is the levels I'm using: 20, 80, 10, 90, 50. Remember that anyone that comes off first does not matter. They will fix themselves in the accurate way. All right, so the second one I'm using is accelerator oscillator. This is the one I'm using. So for you to add this one now, you don't need to add here, you don't need to touch here, you only need to touch to this place, because you want to add it in this very one. All right, so you touch here and look for it and add. I have already added it. So the one I'm using is just a default a default of this one, then the relative vigor index I'm using is 14. All right, it's 14. So that is what I'm using as the default. Remember that it is this stochastic oscillator I am using to host both this one and this one. Do you get that? I am using this one as the host, then use this one and this one to move along. All right, so thank you for that. Let's now talk to you and show you how this strategy works. Number one, how does this strategy works? This strategy will help you to fish out fake signals. You know, when some people are using the accelerator oscillator, sometimes as the thing turns green, they think that it's going to be bullish, only for them to see a spike, and as it's turned to a red, which is a bearish, they think it's going to be selling, and only for them to notice that it's not working as they expected. So what are we going to do? So having studied the whole thing, I decided to bring out this strategy to help you to fish out those fake signals. Number one thing is that even if you have other indicators that you are using, you can add up this one as one of the places you can cite to see how fake the candles can be at the very moment, and for you to see the possible opportunities to place your trade and remain on profit. Number one, watch this thing. If you see what is happening in this place, sometimes when we are using this AC, you'll discover that the histograms don't move in a parallel movement. They move in ups and down movement. Sometimes they frustrate our plans to make money. They frustrate our entry. So we don't perfectly enter to make the money using this thing, because you don't know that the green you placed that's supposed to give you a bullish movement later drop to become a bearish. So one thing you should do and discover is this: once you have these indicators with you, it will help you to know the accurate positions of the candle and what is happening on the main chart. What I mean is that you will be seeing the shape of the market from what is going on. Let me add up something for you to discover what I'm saying. Let me change the vigor to 20. Let me change the vigor to 20 for you to see what I am telling you. Look at it. If you see this vigor now, if you watch this vigor, I change it to 20, you discover that it almost formed the shape of this thing. But by default, you see this thing now, that if you by any means you change this thing to 40 to 20, you discover that it's going to complicate matters. So that is why you should use the default settings of 14. And once you have the default settings of 14, it will help you to see when the market is reversing. Look at here now. Look at this thing. So one of the benefits of this strategy is that as this thing will touch to this place, you will notice that the histogram will be responding to the crossing, then the drama will be going on. Then from there, you see the movement like this. So as this thing is stepping down, you see the change in the histogram. From the zero level, it's going to be changing below. It's going to be changing below. Are you seeing it? It's going to be changing below. So as this thing touches this very place, it's going to be changing and start going upward. Are you seeing it? And by so doing, you can make profit from here. So what is the, maybe people call it accurate time frame for the strategy? Like I keep saying, that is nothing like accurate strategy in time frame. It depends on what the candle is doing on your higher time frame. But for these indicators, for you to use it and be sure that it's going to work for you, analyze using 1 hour time frame, because most of the things you see on 1 hour time frame always appear to be real. Look at it. All right, the question is, what if something like this happened? How am I going to know that something is turning out that this thing will not continue to spike down. Watch this thing. The histogram that started, this line will touch here, and the histogram from the below 0 will touch the 10 levels. Are you seeing it? So this is just one of the hard work we did to make you be able to place trade and end up accurately. So this thing will will touch the 10 levels, and the ROVI will also touch this place. Then you know that the assignment is over, so that you will not continue to stay in the market expecting a spike to come to this place or expecting it to pull down. And I'm just talking about the window one now. I've not touched about the main chart. So from this place here to this place is a good opportunity. Then once you see the movement, you will see that things have started changing. All right. So, and another benefit of it is what you are seeing on your main chart now. I mean, on this very current market of the day, it will help you to fish out when market is trying to do a consolidation. Are you seeing it? So look at here now. This is why I told you that it will help you to fish out fake indicators, fake signals. Like from here to this place now, there is nothing like a pullback from here to this place. What you are seeing from here to here. So even as this thing is pointing up, you are not seeing anything going up as as it's supposed to be. So it will help you to discover and fish out those fake signals that are not bringing positive entry points. So you just stay off. Now, having said that, when I am placing trade on using these things, how do I place trade and be sure? One, you consider what you have. You consider what you have from your main chart, like what we have here now. For you to be sure, you know how Bollinger Band works, that if the market is leaving below this area, that it says that it's becoming uptrend. So if the market is in this arrow level across this line, that it has become uptrend. So for us not to make mistake as those who want to succeed in forex trading, we have to make a research and come up with one simple tricks, like I call it hack. If this lemon or green line can cross this blue, the blue now enters and stay above this line at the center like this. As long as it remains below like this, it's still a positive opportunity for you to take your bullish movement, which is your buying opportunities. Are you seeing it? But as long as it steps and cross below like this, you notice that there is going to be a reversal. The pink will not touch the 90, and the green will come close to it, and it will start stepping down. Then you will see that the blue have crossed down to this place. By so doing, you notice that things have started changing. Then how do you know that it's going to be a continuation of the market in spite of what is happening in your window one? Follow the blue line and what is going on in the Bollinger Band. Are you seeing it? So as this thing will step over to this place, you stay clear of the market. You will not waste any time than to close. So as this thing will cross over to this place, you know that this market is still fighting to be in uptrend. Now see this thing. Anytime the market crosses below this place, it shows a sign that the market wants to go down. So it will help you to see the trend of the market. I get what I'm saying? It will help you to see the trend of the market to show you that there is going to be a continuation of the movement in the market. I see it like presently now in the trading market of the day. Why I will not place here is that this blue just come to this place and it have never crossed completely, and as long as it have never stepped into this place and this thing have never crossed and started going in this direction, so that means that it has never broken out from any of these resistance zone and never pushed down to step out across the support zone. So it's a very powerful strategy that can help you. As long as you are seeing empty areas like this, it's a sign that the market is still in uptrend. Are you seeing what I'm showing? Let me back this and show you. Look at it. As long as you are seeing this thing is an opportunity. Each of the candle here represent 1 hour. So any candle you are seeing here represents 1 hour. The same thing with when it comes to spike. To help you to fish out how the market will be dropping. How the market will be dropping. I seen it. How the market will be dropping. This place will now be empty, while this place will be filled with potentials and realities. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? So each time you want to use this strategy, watch out what is going on and use the histogram to discover if actually this market will drop as it's supposed to be. Try this on your demo and see how it's going to work, because I'm looking forward to see good number of people on the Telegram. Once we see that, we shall launch in to do the challenge, which should be commencing on February. This challenge should be commencing on February. So study our videos to help you know and take up one strategy that will help you. Then I'll be dropping other strategies that will be helping you. But I'm believing that somebody will definitely make huge money on this. We are taking up a challenge, 100 days to make $100 and $1,000. And remember that you must fund your account. As a student, you can also try to do it using your demo with the lot size, which shall be. You don't know, we are not giving you any lot size, but it depends on what you want. All right, so please stay tuned as we'll keep dropping something for you. Try this on your demo. If you have account, try this on your account and share the testimony as soon as possible. Don't fall victim of anyone telling you that he is GDFX, or anyone who's telling you that I asked him to pay money. I don't charge for strategy. I don't charge for signals. I only charge for mentorship. That is the only area I collect money. The YouTube, the Facebook, the anything, that is not me. Anything you are seeing there, anyone calling you to pay money, that is not me. I don't charge 2 times money for mentorship. If I charge once, that is where I don't later tell you that what we bargain for and what I'm giving you is not what we bargain for. I don't do that. If I'm collecting $500, that is what I collected. I am not going to tomorrow call you to say that I can no longer accept that I have to add up something. I don't do that. Ask questions. So don't fall victim. Don't allow anybody to scam you in my name. And remember that we are not giving you financial advice. We are only telling you what to do to help you raise, fund, and make money online. GDFX signing out.